The subject given to me was Karishye Vachanam Tava. I will do your will. This is a statement from Bhagavad Gita. It comes from a conversation between a guru and a student. Who is a guru? Or for that matter, who can be a guru? It's not anyone that stands there and narrating scriptures and giving explanations about all the epics and all that. They're just teachers. Guru is someone who can transform a human being from inside out with mysterious powers. That entity or the person is what you call a guru. There can be so many ways in analyzing this statement. Some may go back into the Bhagavad Gita and start analyzing it. Swami said, for some people, a guru comes and shows the pathway to God. He gives them advice and say that do this sadhana, and that you are at a way to realize God. But then Swami said, but for some people, God Himself comes as a guru. God Himself comes as a guru. For daily, Swami says spirituality is made very simple. Spirituality is not complicated, and we should not complicate spirituality. Spirituality should be simplified because you are with God as the guru. And Swami says that it will be simplifying. And who does it? He does it. To do this, first of all, we need to listen to our outside. We have to discipline. How do we do this? He is not physically present. How do you connect when He is not there? He is not in front of us. How do you connect? But He's the indweller. For this, we need to develop love. Swami said, there is a spiritual heart within every human being. A spiritual heart. Not the physical, but a spiritual heart. In front of the spiritual heart, there is a door. This door is not always closed. Swami says, it is slightly ajar. It is only slightly open, so that the light keeps shining into your inner self at all times. But then Swami jokingly said, a bit serious, he said, now he said, the door is slightly open and God sits just outside the door. God sits outside the door. Then he jokingly said, God doesn't open the door and barge into your hearts. Hey, who's inside there? He sits outside. Now, who opens the door? So how is this door open? It's a virtual door, it's not physical. Swami says, I want devotees to yearn for my love. And it doesn't matter that how much we love Swami. He says, it also matters how much God loves us. So the yearning of this to Swami, we have to yearn for His love to open. So, your love for Swami is one part of it, but how much God loves you is also a greater importance. Swami says that. So there are many ways to yearn for Swami's love. But I have a simple method. Early morning, I wake up, I brush my teeth, wash my face, and I do a bit of stretching just to get out of the tamasic sleepiness. Close your eyes and have darshan. You don't talk anything. There's nothing to demand. There's nothing to ask. In meditation means God talks to you. You don't talk to God. God talks to you. So here, I want to relate something. James Sintry, Swami's devotee, an American devotee Swami, who was asked once in America, "Hey, James, every time you are venturing from home or from the company, he's a businessman. He keeps going somewhere. Where did you go?" And then Sinclair said, "I go to India." To India? Because American guys couldn't understand. Why do you go to India? For what? I go to see divinity. Where? It's in a smaller place called Puttaparth. So what do you do there? I do nothing. Do nothing. Go all the way there and do nothing. I sit there and watch divinity walking from it. So do you talk to it? Well, that is a different matter. But most of the time, I'm sitting there and watching divinity walking past. I just have his class. Like so. This guy, he comes all the way from America to do this. And that's what exactly I do at home for the last 20 years. What happened was once when I got into Swami, one day in Sydney, I was living in Sydney. So I was very pressing at about drug settles. So I just keep typing. I go through Sai Speaks and some of the showers and all those things. And I take notes and I go and present it at the center and the other centers also. One day, I was doing a similar thing. I was just typing. And Swami is seated there, in the small picture, and looking at me. And as I was typing, and everything stopped. I couldn't move. No thoughts flowing. I was wondering what was going on here. And I have been doing this study cycle for months. And then I was shaken so badly. I just got up from my seat, then knelt on my knees in front of Swami's picture. And I said, "Bhagavad Swami, I have read so much of your literature. And I thought that I am taking a lot of knowledge into this day. Please do me a favor. Take all this knowledge away from us. I don't want a iota of whatever I have read. Because this mind thinks that I know it a lot. Because I have read a lot. Right? Please take it away from me. And please let me stay with you. I don't want anything else. Just please let me stay with you." And my inner vision, Swami appeared in my vision. That's what exactly I was doing for the last 20 years. Shut him out and Siddhartha. He knows inside out of me. And who created this drama? He creates it. And he knows who we are, an individual. And what our attributes are. That. He creates a drama and he says, "Okay, now may I finish? Sit there." And that's what I've been doing for the last 50 years. And then every morning when you sit and have darshan with Swami, and that love increases within you. It's a beautiful feeling, and there is nothing to comment about or anything like that. But it's just a personal thing between me and Swami. And so many people do it. So, Swami says, as long as this love has not clearly established, as long as this love is not clearly established, there is a need for practices like bhajans. Once the love is developed, these are no longer necessary. Good actions and various spiritual exercises, one can enjoy the presence of the Lord there. But we still sing bhajans. But the love that you have to absorb and keep with you and experience all the time. And that's the foremost bit. Now that we have, without this love, there is no meaningful surrender. There is no meaningful obedience. What? Without love, you surrender for compassion or fear? Love. With love, you surrender. With love, you obey. With love, you do His will. Everything, love is the denominator. So, even with this love, within, Swami says we have dilemmas. We will have dilemmas in this Kali Yuga. Message to the Lord, keep repeating, Swami says. Right? Mahabharata took place 5,000 years ago. But the Kurukshetra is still happening, Swami says, in everyone's mind. We all experience from time to time the battle with it. So here, I want to tell you a small experience. When I was working in Sydney, I get off at Town Hall railway station and walk across the Darling Harbour Bridge to work, passing the convention center. And when I was walking, my mind was really bothered about some trouble. Some issue. I can't remember which one. We all have trouble. Right? It's not about size or anything like that. It's just trouble. Kurukshetra happening. Yeah. As I was crossing the bridge, suddenly this question flashed in my mind. I asked Swami, is this conflict between my head and the heart? Is this a tussle between my head and the heart? That means, is it the tussle between my mind and the Atma? I was stunned. What happened? I'm walking on top of Darling Bridge. I felt the people, the fragrance all around. Beautiful fragrance, just around me. There are no Hindu temples on Darling Harbour. And the next question flashed in my head. I asked, oh, Swami, if that's the case, the whole world is in conflict. There are so many troubles going on here and there. So is it the trouble between a collection of all the minds and all the Atmas? Back in. And the vibhuti smell intensified. What? I was trying to figure out, decipher what's this message. What is the Atma? Atma is God. Collection of all Atmas is one God, fighting all the minds of all the people in this world. So this proves one thing, that two things are understood here. Lord speaks to us in various ways out of pure love. Out of pure love, He will talk to you in whatever need you have. The second one is, even that pure love, with that pure love, Kurukshetra battle remains within us. It will happen from time to time. It will happen in different stages, according to our karmas or whatever. But it is happening. Even when we are peaceful, the whole world is in a mess, we will get affected. Kurukshetra goes on. It's not finished yet. So, why this is bad? Why this battle with A? Is it for the ultimate purification of our self that brings closest us to God, or something else? I don't know how many people know or heard about this gentleman called Al Drucker. He wrote a note and said, Swami, I want to do this work. Can I do this? And then 2 other pieces of paper, yes and no. He put in Mata Swami's altar. I want to do this work? Yes or no? And he goes and picks up of one of the papers and he opens it. Yes. So he went on with his task. And after some time, he came to Patpatti. He was at the Assan Swami came. He called him. Drucker, you asked a question for something that you always want to do, because you have written your desire there, the first place. Right? You have expressed your desire first. And then you're asking me, yes or no. So I said, you go. Okay, go. But if you ask me for the truth, you won't like it. If you want the true answer, you won't like it. You can guess what the answer was, right? Would that be? If you want me to tell the truth, you won't like it. What does it imply? When Swami says something, he's telling the whole world it is, not to Drucker. Just imagine, we are communicating between mind and heart. And most of the time, Swami says, we had lived with temporal truth, relative truth. Yes, can be okay, that can be okay. You just carry on with it. But when you are really deeply connected inside, Swami carries the absolute truth. There is no mixture. There is no two ways about habituality. But when you are connected to the absolute truth, Kurukshetra will have, until the ultimate truth is realized by yourself, it will know my other heart. It keeps happening. And Swami will remind me again and again. So, in this process of purification, our ego gets challenged from time to time, and we feel hurt. We will feel hurt. Professor Kasturi wrote in his book, I love this writing. He said, Rama killed in Treta Yuga and slaughtered thousands. Then came Krishna in Dwapara Yuga. He didn't stop there. He came with his weapons and hammered through the populace. Of course, he didn't participate in the Mahabharata. He refrained, but he did everything from behind the scenes. And slaughter. Now, the avatar of the Kali, Kasturi wrote, Bhagavan comes with no weapons. No weapons. He has come, Kasturi wrote in his language, he has come to cut us to size. To cut us to size. What does it mean? We carry the biggest weapon in this world. Our weapon that always tells our mind, don't worry, mate, I will look after you. I will defend you. Even gods cannot come inside. You know what the weapon is? The largest weapon a human being can carry, the heart, is the ego. It gives false information all the time to our mind that you are safe with me. Bhagavan has come to dissolve that ego with what? Not with weapons, with love. Pure love. Just a simple touch. He dissolves it. So there's an incident that happened in Patti. You all know Dr. Samuel Sanders. In his book he wrote, he happened to sit next to a fellow American devotee at darshan, but he doesn't know it. He didn't know it. He just happened to sit there. This is Swami's Leela, how he played. And this man is seated there, and Sanders wrote that this man was very jittery and upset. And he was grumbling and all that. Just imagine at darshan, And he was complaining things to Sanders. Sanders, what's the problem? How dare he do this? What? My son has been seriously. What? My son came here 2 months ago and he has not returned home. And who the hell do they think they are carrying him here? And Sanders thought, oh, they will have fun today. What happened? Darshan started. Both of them didn't know Swami was walking behind them. Swami can walk there, Swami can walk here at the same time. Swami went behind this American guy and tapped on his shoulder and walked. Sanders said, I was shocked. This man was sobbing and sobbing and sobbing and sobbing, crying and crying, tears pouring. And he was so shaken with the gentle touch of Bhagavan. All the ego was just taken away in a flick. He came to subdue our ego through pure love. He may reprimand people in his circles and all that, whoever studied in Patti or who worked there. But everything is done in pure love. So, let's come to the question. Karishye Vachanam Tava, I will do your will. As I mentioned earlier, there is continuous battle going on within us, between the mind and Atma. You may call it the internal Kurukshetra. So Swami here takes you to message of the Lord. There is a chapter called Act or Not to Act. Action and not non-action. So here what happens is, Swami says that you gain my love and all that. Swami always wanted everyone to be a jnani because your God realized and all that. But there is a trap here, is that you get an element of peace inside you and all that, and you achieve whatever you want. And you have a tendency not to act, tendency to go into inaction. You have to do work. Swami says, not a single human being of this planet can remain without inaction. Even at old age, you are, in your mind, you are acting. So, we go through Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga. Yeah, Dhan Bhakti Yoga, okay, we have the Swami on that. Yeah, relentlessly pray in bhajans and all that, right? And then you get the jnana also. But the moment you bring karma and yoga together, it becomes spiritual. Karma is work, but karma yoga is spiritual. How does it become spiritual? It becomes karma yoga is about the doership. The doership is taken away and you are spiritually inclined and go to work. Otherwise, in normal karma, you do work, we grow that I did this, I did that, and the ego plays up and all that thing happens. But Karma Yoga has to be done. So Swami says, he also had, even Krishna said, even Kali Yuga, some of these enlightened people also are problem because they go and sit in the jungle and they are in recluse. But they should be in the society helping people to uplift them. That's what Swami came to do, to uplift individuals. And Swami says that this is how enlightened people should be, working ceaselessly without attachment and for the welfare of humanity. Everyone should do it. So, we ought to think about seva. We do, everyone is doing fantastic service. There's no question about it. And Swami talks about something very unique. He says, the greatest seva you can do is this poor world is in a mess. People suffer from pain and suffering inside here for so many reasons. If you can spend some time with that person by saying some good words, calming statements, and soothing statements and uplift them, that is the most beautiful thing that you can do as a seva in my life. And Swami repeats this and says that you must try to relieve people from that pain and suffering. How do you do it? We just go and talk to them. He said, I'm with you. Don't worry about it. Everything will be all right. Whatever help we can do. But mostly mentally uplifted. I saw a message in Prasanthi Pilgrimage. I was stunned by it. Swami says, no one can even picture correctly what exactly peace means. For if one has acquired true peace and experienced it, the turmoils and confusions of the world will not be known at all. Say, your God, Swami has given you peace straight away. In small words, Swami says, I love peace. I want peace. Means I is ego, want is desire, please. But in Prasanthi Pilgrimage, he elaborates it. Just because you get peace, that doesn't mean the world is in peace, at peace. So you have to go through the lack of peace. You must understand the absence of peace. So don't complain, Swami says, that you're not happy. We have to go through it so that you can explain to people and that's compassionate and be nice to people when they are having troubles. Then Swami say, don't talk about liberation. Go come and ask for liberation. How you look after it? You do your work. I'll take you whenever you're ready. And Swami said, funny, this life is about kana, pina, sona, amna. He always said that. That means it's life about eating, drinking, sleeping and dying. Life is beyond that. So, I was very passionate about these 5 human values from the time the organizations were together. I used to do this Sai lifestyle and all those things. And did a lot of reading about Sathya, Dharma, Shanti, Prema, Himsa, truth, righteousness, peace, love and non-violence. I kept on reading and reading and reading. I try to talk to people and all those things. And then more I read, more I analyzed, more confused I was. I was in a mess. So one day I asked Swami, when I am trying to uphold truth and righteousness, I bang the table and I lose my peace. You say you want truth, righteousness, then I get upset and then I get into a mess. At the same time, I walk past unrighteous happening and I ignore for my own peace. That is also not right. This is also not right. So where do we stand here? If I ask Swami, can you please tell me, this is my conversation, I have it. Please tell me how and when all five human values can stand together, coexist together. Peace, truth, righteousness, peace, love and non-violence. How can they sit together? Because one will create a problem with you on the other side of the brain. And I asked this question and I forgot about it. After a few years, I was at Patti, Darshan, Swami coming. And this question flashed in my head. Oi, remember to ask the question. And the answer said, look at me. Look at me. This is where all five values will sit together, only in God. So, it's very hard for us to decipher and handle this. The safest way is when you are entangled like this, just turn and look at Swami. Let him handle it. Let him guide you through. He will handle it. Because in this Kali Yuga, Swami says, the consciousness levels are very, very low. You can't go and convince people. That's why he came. It is simply enough to be with him, keep looking at him, and act his will. He presents different opportunities in front of us, and we just execute that. There are no expectations and rewards or any complaints. This is the master, he is the master and the servant. And Swami once said this. You did do all this work and you want rewards for it? Do you want rewards? And Swami said, if you want rewards, come. I will settle the account now with servants and you off. But if you don't want rewards, put everything at my feet. I will take you to higher consciousness. We open a bank account. We all have a bank account, not the money account. We have merits. We do good work and we get rewards. And if we do that work, following the Dharmic path, and you get what is the result? Happiness. Anything, the bottom line is happiness. So you do good work, you get good merits and happiness. Good work, merits, happiness. And you go in that cycle. You go into that cycle of happiness, of do good work and merits. But Swami has come from is to take you from this cycle. You take all the merits and put at his feet. And he takes you to everlasting happiness of higher consciousness. That's what Swami's mission is. And this is what Vedanta talks about. What we are doing, everyone in this world, we say all nice people, they look after the bank account, right? Good work, benefits, happiness. Good work, benefit, Swami says. That's okay. Swami said that I will settle your account and go take you there. That's what that circle only he is to do. But you come out of it and karma phala we all know. Take all the rewards and put under my feet. And then I will take you to the next level of higher consciousness. So the topic about I will do your will is this. that listen to Swami every day, and just he will direct us. Beautiful. All what we have to do is just surrender to the Emperor and just follow the prompts what he did. And then you will realize he is the doer. All these pulses from Swami will run through us as cosmic energy, motivating us to carry out his will. We don't need to remember every word from Swami. Just be connected with his love, and the rest will manifest in front of us as per his will. No need to worry about the outcome. It's not in our business.